So I'm here at Willow Springs, gonna go check out AHRMA. It's, I guess it's the first motorbike event since the new owners bought the place. So let's go check it out, yeah? Yeah, so I'm rolling into the gate right now, and you know, it'd be pretty cool to be able to come back here, you know. I mean, maybe the new owners would be down to have us here. What do you guys think? Comment below if you think TrackDaz should be hosting events here at Willow Springs. Rolling up to the gate. It's been a million years, I guess, since we've run into Willow Springs, so gonna go check it out. Looks like the paddock's full, man. It's typical AHRMA. Typical AHRMA, man. There's motorbikes everywhere. It's like a vintage. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I'm gonna go check it out. All right, so I'm in the paddock now. WSMC office is right over there. The old WSMC office. And I'm just kind of checking this place out. There's action on the track already. I don't know, practice group 4, whatever that is. Let's take a look. A little two-stroke action. It's not all two strokes, but it's pretty cool. And to hear that stuff out here, and it's like a little, you can smell it too. It's pretty great. It's not quite WSMC in its heyday, but it's pretty packed compared to what's been going on here for several years. I'm gonna walk around, maybe talk to a few people, kind of catch the vibe here at AHRMA. Who knows, maybe there'll be a lot more motorbike racing here in the future. And no vintage race is complete without a vintage truck. Oh yeah, we got the old GMC here. Long bed. Oh yeah, he's got the takeoffs in the back. Like, literally. This dude's been to Bonneville with this thing. Look at this thing. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, this looks like the perfect vintage truck. Shaun Summers, looks like you're riding some vintage thing this weekend here at Willow Springs. What are you doing? What is this thing?
This is a Honda Hawk NT650 converted from a street bike into a race bike, actually.
Okay, and what year or model is this thing?
This is roughly 89 and 92 era that they made this bad boy in.
No kidding. Am I not mistaken? Isn't this like the old Two Bros color?
This was actually my dad's.
We're going into a history lesson right now, so.
My father actually raced this exact motorcycle. Not a replica. This is the exact same one that wanted me to be a motorcycle racer.
Okay, okay.
And he was connected with Craig and Kevin Arian when they were both two brothers before the divorce and after.
Oh wow, okay.
So we decided, you know what? Why not go back and have a little fun in racing instead of taking it way too serious like these guys do nowadays.
So what class are you racing this thing here at AHRMA?
This bad boy is in next generation lightweight superbike. It's a combination of 125s, the black market or gray market, 400s and 250s, Hondas, okay, Yamahas, and then we are stepping up and doing the next gen middleweight superbike. Okay.
Well, Shaun, I wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, it's like a time capsule coming back here to Willow. I'm like, dude, I was like, where are you pitted? And you're like, right by the old WSMC office.
Yeah, it's been 18 years since I've been back here. And guess what? Nothing's changed, and that's why it's more fun.
Checking out some of the vintage hardware over here. Look at this thing. Wow. Let's do like a quick walk around. And then the old KZ. Look at this guy. Oh, he's a BRL guy. Look at that. Oh, and check this out. The dude's like writing his positions and stuff on the tank. Row 7, 19 lap, inner, whatever. And he's got his races on. Oh, he's all over the place. That's pretty cool. There's more of these other style vintage. Moto Guzzi. Another Moto Guzzi.
I can't just, I mean, these are pretty aggressive.
Oh, that's thing's for sale. 62 Manx. But I'm coming up here and I'm seeing Frank Cinderman from Pirelli Tire Service over here. Frank! Z German! What's up, buddy?
Morning, how are you?
How's it going here at AHRMA, Frank?
Beautiful sunshine.
Beautiful sunshine in the Antelope Valley.
Yesterday was super windy, so I had to take everything down so it doesn't fly away, including myself.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You riding?
Oh, am I riding? I was riding yesterday, man. I'm here doing this.
Idiot, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so, you know, how's it been for Pirelli here?
It's been all right.
That's here, should we do a second take for that?
Maybe.
No. Yeah, so are you going fast and taking chances here, or are you just slinging tires?
I'm just slinging tires.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, sling some more tires, buddy, and I guess I'll holler at you at another track day at some point, huh?
I'm hoping so.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
What is this thing?
1975 TZ 750.
TZ 750. Wow, buddy.
The original ones, like this one, which were a twin shock,
Okay.
the shock's isolated really bad,
Okay.
which caused the bike to do this.
Oh, wow.
So Yamaha on their factory bikes came out with the mono shock, which this one's been modified to, and the shock is that long.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
Oh, wow. That's the shock inside there underneath the tank? Oh, wow. Look at that. You kind of get in there. That's neat, dude.
And so this sat in my outbuilding for 42 years.
Okay.
And
You decided to put it together and go racing?
well, I sold all of my late model 250s to guys in Germany.
Okay.
And had some money left over. So I didn't want to build the exhaust pipes because back when I was doing this solo racing and also sidecar racing with one of these motors in it, I probably built 12 sets of pipes.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't want to cut all the little cones and weld them all together like I'd done. So a guy on the East Coast by the name of Russ Bigley builds pipes for people.
Yeah.
So I called him up and so Russ, I want to go ahead and have a set of pipes built. And we agreed on a price. And halfway through the building of the pipes in June of 2017, he called me and said, so what are you going to do with this bike when you get it all together? I said, I have no plans. I just want it to be a whole bike again instead of in pieces. Okay, well, why don't you join Team USA as part of the Australian International Team Challenge event?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So I called up Dave Purcell, who was the team captain.
Right.
He accepted me. So then I went out to the annex where this was living and looked at the 18-inch bias ply tire wheels.
Yeah.
And the rear tire was the size of the front tire.
Yeah, right. Right.
And said, I don't want to go back to the 70s and do that because I'd been on 250s with 17-inch radials for over 20 years.
Is this a first generation R6 front end on this thing?
Well, yeah, it's
99 to 2002?
2003, 2004.
Okay.
Because the rules for Australia is you got to have conventional forks. You can't have upside down forks.
Okay.
Got to look, period.
Right. Okay.
So
neat.
I went ahead and found all of the R6 parts off the internet. Front wheel brakes, forks, rear wheel, rear swing arm.
Oh, that's an R6 swing arm too?
Well, modified highly.
A highly modified R6 swing arm. Okay.
So
this is neat, dude. The bodywork looks great. I mean, man,
the tank
so
is
neat.
The tank is the original 1975 paint job.
Really? Wow. They don't do it like they used to. That's for sure. Wow.
And the pipes are a kit out of England. From the later specifications, and that required the later model.
What kind of power does the TZ750 make?
Well, stock originally about 120.
Okay.
They could be modified all the way up to 150.
150 horsepower back then? Yikes.
Out of a 750 four-cylinder two-stroke.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So this bike actually has some Italian copies of the factory OW31 6-quart cylinders.
Oh my goodness.
I have not had it on a dyno, but my guess is it's probably close to 140.
Wow, wow. So it's rowdy.
And
It's rowdy.
I was able to actually ride it 3 years in a row, 18, 19, and 20 at Phillip Island.
Oh man.
And complete my bucket list of places to go.
High five for that, sir.
And after the third time, at 72 years of age, I decided after 54 years of racing that I would retire. But then I had this motorcycle, which is a race bike. It shouldn't just sit in rust.
No.
So I've had Ed Zorbo on it.
Okay.
Laguna the last 2 years.
Okay.
And now here at Willow Springs.
Nice. Well, I wish you the best of luck. That thing is so cool to look at. I mean, it's like, I just got here and I see this. Like, where do I go from here? Well, thank you for talking to me, man.
You're welcome.
That's a neat piece that you got here, and you're racing it.
Yeah.
It's like you're racing a museum piece.
I've had a lot of people go, but you destroyed the value of the bike.
The value to who?
It's no longer a collector's item. But you know what? It's a race bike.
That's a good philosophy to have. What good is a bike sitting in a museum doing nothing?
It's great to look at, but
yeah.
So what?
There you go.
They're supposed to be raced.
Great to look at, but so what? It's super cool. That guy has a race bike TZ750 that with like R6 swing arm and forks. Nuts. So I'm here with the Moto Dopo dude. How's it going, buddy?
What's up, everybody? Damian Dopo. Nice to meet everybody.
So you're taking a break from making wine to come and ride motorbikes here at Willow?
Once in a while, we get to get down, you know. Our other passion is motorcycles, so we get to come and have a good time racing vintage bikes.
Well, now, what bikes are you racing this weekend?
I'm running a 91 TZ250, and then I have a 2015 KTM RC390 that's all done up.
Okay. And then whose bike is that?
That's my dad's bike, but yesterday in practice, he grenaded the transmission, so he's not racing. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough parts to take it apart, put it back together for today. So wow. Kind of bummed. It was supposed to be his retirement race, you know?
So what's your plan today? You just gonna go and hurt feelings or what?
I'm gonna try, man. Some pretty fast boys out there, especially in the open two-stroke. The two-stroke class is really fast.
How fast are they going?
They're running, the leaders are running like low 130s, 132s, 131s. Okay. And I'm in the mid 30s, so not quite on pace with them, but I'm happy.
So what are you gonna have to do to close the gap?
Grow a pair like this big.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, buddy. Thanks. This is the vendor area.
How many of you have seen running and riding? So yeah, by all means, go down to the motorcycle show, check out some of the beautiful motorcycles at the show. It's a very eclectic mix this year. I've got some very eclectic mix. I think AHRMA's got their swag set up down there. So yeah, pick up your program.
Hi there.
How's it going? What you got going on here?
Oh, just a little merch sale, Dustin.
How's it going? All right, so I'm gonna go up the stairs because I think I heard Scott Fabbro announcing. See how that is. So I come into the announcer booth and I see none other than the legendary Scott Fabro. If there is the perfect vintage announcer, it's right here. Hug it out, buddy.
Hook it out, Dustin. Good to see you at Willow, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Dustin is a fast guy around this track. Don't let anyone fool you. Don't let anyone fool you.
He's telling stories. He's getting good at lying in his old age.
Well, you know, it's like part of the gray hair thing, you know, trying to let the AHRMA demographic.
Oh my God, dude. Are you racing this weekend or are you just squawking? What are you riding, dude?
SV650.
What?
I'm taking a walk on the dark side.
Holy crap, you got a bike that's like from, you know, like this century?
Fuel injection.
Oh my goodness, like I don't think I would have ever thought that. I figured he would still have the Ascot out here.
I still have the Ascot.
Is it out here though?
Not out here.
I would have heard it already.
You would have heard it. It was getting a little long in the tooth. It's undergoing a mild restoration.
Okay.
I've been flat tracking it with Brady Walker.
Okay.
It's the Willow Springs Roundup.
Okay.
We're getting sideways, so I've been getting sideways a lot on it.
Oh my goodness,
So, but
okay.
yeah, to be AHRMA prepped, it's going to need a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're squawking on the mic this weekend?
Squawking on the mic.
Looks like a pretty good AHRMA turnout here.
It is. It's great to have AHRMA back, Dustin. It's great to see you.
Well, thank you for that.
You know, here with Dave Stark helping out with the announcing as well.
Yeah.
You know, so we're getting the band back together, dude.
Dude, I tell you what, man, I think it would be cool if we can come back here and host some dates again, you know?
Yeah, that I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping.
Yeah.
You know, we've been having a lot of fun out here with the Classic Track Day. You know, kind of more of a vintage program, you know, for kind of the oddball bikes, you know.
Yeah.
We've done streets, we've done the big track, you know, and then we do the Willow Springs Roundup out there. Thanks to Brady Walker, you know Brady. You know,
yeah, dude.
He's floating around somewhere doing the Brady thing, you know, he put together the motorcycle show and all of that.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been a pretty busy weekend, but we're having fun, man.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard your voice on the mic and I was like, dude, I gotta come holler at Fabro.
Oh yeah, man.
I was like, he's gonna shit when he sees my face here at Willow.
Dude, I am so happy to see you. God, I mean, yeah, we go way back.
We don't have the mic on, do we?
Yeah. No. Is this thing on?
Yeah.
I hope not. I just got a loud voice. Yeah, Dustin knows that.
Yeah. Right on, buddy.
Man, good to see you.
He's my buddy from Bakersfield. Shaun, long-time friend. Byron over there. Yeah, he's been coming here. He's been coming here. Yeah.
After having Dustin Coyner.
Yes, it's Dustin Coyner. Is that Uncle Walt?
That's Uncle Walt right there.
Dude, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks.
What are you up to here, Walt? It's been a long time since I've seen you in leathers. What's going on, man?
Here it is. I've been riding one of these for...
What is that Harley thing? What are these Harley things, man? What is that one on the far left?
XR750.
XR750. And what's this guy here?
That's AHRMA.
An
350 Sprint.
AHRMA?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Harley Davidson built in Italy.
Oh, Italian Harley.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. Right?
Well, you know, like a lot of things, it turned out that they bought half of the factory.
Okay.
So they could build a lightweight to sell on the street here.
Yeah.
And then they finally took all of the factory over and went out of business. So,
well, that's what happens. Right? So how's it going out here this weekend, Walt?
Excellent. So
You going fast and taking chances?
all I can.
Right on, buddy. I wish you the best of luck, Walt.
Thank you.
Be out there racing these things, so you'll be able to see how these bikes from different eras, different displacements, and different events. American started racing motorcycles.
It's neat. Oh wow, what is that?
And Scott and I will do our best to keep track of all that matters. We're going to start racing.
kidding. For my son Kevin.
And what's Kevin racing?
Racing a 2001 Ducati 748.
Oh yeah, super vintage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Almost my vintage.
It's like almost vintage. It's I mean it is pretty vintage, but it's like not.
It's like a NASCAR.
Vintage. Right. You know, when I think of vintage, I think of that. You know what I mean? Like that is still pretty modern. That's about as vintage as I'm willing to go.
Yeah.
So what's your plan for this weekend?
Well, just have fun, get a decent start, and you know, hopefully make some good passes and maybe make a podium.
And how quick are you going on this 748?
So I think my best lap time during practice yesterday was a 1:34.
Okay.
So not bad. Not
okay.
bad.
Is that where you expect to be?
Yeah, thereabouts.
You gonna hang it out more?
Probably. Hopefully not too far.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, dude.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So 748 Ducati. Yes. Back when the gas tanks were gas tanks.
What's that?
Back when fuel tanks were fuel tanks.
That's right.
Instead of that much, or down here in a shell. Oh yeah, and he's got the Tupperware attack too. Look at that. See?
Fulton is close right up on Roper, and they are coming up on that slower rider into turn number 9. So I direct your attention to the turn 9 area for the best race on the track right now. Smart and cagey. Fulton has been stalking.
So Brian Hertzfeld, what class are you racing here at AHRMA?
Next Gen Superbike 3. Next Gen Superbike 2.
What is that? RSB? RSB? Melee. Okay, okay.
It's big girl. Big Italian girl.
Oh yeah, she big. I was like, is that a TL? What the heck is that thing?
I know.
Right?
Italian TL.
Yeah, Italian TL. There you go. There you go. So what's your plan right now?
Well,
hurt feelings? You're gonna hurt feelings?
I'm bumping up a class, so I'm racing against Jitsu thousands and some early R1s. So
okay,
just try to. There's a bunch of people, so I'm just going to try to stay out of trouble and see where I end up.
Right on, dude.
But my other race is race 8 is my actual race.
Okay, all right.
Against that RC.
There you go.
The RC51. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's like modern vintage, kind of. So AHRMA has the times and stuff posted, kind of like vintage WSMC, where they just taped them to the glass over here on the office. So just looking at some of the times, I think it looks like the fastest dudes are in the low 130 range. So I mean, not well, low 30s, I think, but you know, mostly they're all vintage bikes, so the fact that they're going that fast on such vintage equipment, it's pretty impressive. And they post their grids just like WSMC used to do back in the day.
Fastest dog on the track.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Champion. Got 7 riders going in there on a variety of machinery. This is Sound of Thunder 1, slightly more modern machines, and they are bloody fast. Number 59X is Jim Barker. Number 277 is Terry Spell. Number 405 is Jay Brett. Keep your eyes on the number 50 X-ray of Ed Sorbo, the Lindemann engineering rider.
So this is race 2 of the vintage thing here at AHRMA. And it's pretty crazy hearing the same announcer that I've been listening to since I've been racing since the late 90s.
Whatever classic track day guy.
Scott Fabbro.
Super nice guy, been running the...
Warms my heart to see a race start here at Willow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
right?
They were all starting on the same grid.
Gotta capture the dogs. Here, buddy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, he's a big, scary Saint Bernard. Saint Bernard? Swiss Mountain Dog. Dude, look at the size of his paws.
We're on first call in the meantime.
I bet I don't even want to think about the size of your dog's poop.
Yeah, it's a double bagger.
I bet, dude.
And a few late race gashes and some of the other
the gas on?
Yeah.
Come across the stripe, check the laundry flying.
Wound up.
Look at the rake on the steering on that. Jeez. You just chopper it out like crazy.
Ready?
Alverson! What's up, buddy? What is that thing?
What, my face?
No, that bike that you just started up.
No opinions.
It's a Cobus.
It's a what?
Cobus.
A Cobos.
Cobus hole.
Okay.
No, it's a
what is that?
Spanish bike.
Spanish
I don't
bike.
know much about it. It's a,
Man, the front end of that thing is raked out pretty crazy.
it's a race bike, my man.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
how you
way out there.
Yeah, that's how you do it these days. It's the new school.
Oh yeah? New school, old?
What are you filming for?
Old school, new?
What's going on with it?
Oh, I'm just talking to people about the AHRMA vibes.
It's good times.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's kind of cool to see motorbike races here again.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
I mean, it's the first race weekend. It's the first race weekend here since the new owners took over, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going out for it right now. We'll see.
So what do you think about the new owners of this place, dude?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I mean, it's refreshing, maybe.
It's an amazing, refreshing change.
Is it gonna bring you out of retirement?
Yeah, I'm actually.
You gonna bring a 125 out
I'm
again?
Come out and bring my 125 and see if I can seize it about 5 times per day, like I do.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Right on, dude.
No, it's cool. It's seeing bikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been watching them fire up, and they all have the starter rollers and stuff instead of pushing them down the pit.
Ollie's got the little starter gun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, here he goes.
It was Ollie's factory.
This is going to be a good one. I love coming out to Willow Springs.
So I'm walking up on this dude. It looks like he's got a Honda F3 600. How's it going, man? Just doing a walk around on your bike. Yeah, 26 years ago when I started racing, I raced one of these things.
I raced them when they were new.
Yeah, me too. So how's it going? I'm Dustin Coyner, by the way.
Mike Gallagher.
Mike Gallagher, nice to meet you. So you're racing the F3?
It's it's a mix of F2 and F3 stuff.
Yeah, that's, as they are.
Yeah.
Right? Even when we were new, we were still doing that.
If you look at the back, you see my little sign on the back, which is 2 men's trash.
2 men's trash?
It was the take on the 1 man's trash is another man's treasure saying. But I bought 2 junk bikes and made this. So.
Nice. So what class are you racing this thing in?
This is vintage middleweight or next gen middleweight superbike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and I'm gonna run the heavyweight class also.
Just out of curiosity, like how fast are you going on this thing?
I've only got 5 laps here. So
oh wow.
I just about got down to a 40. So
okay.
Hopefully I'll drop a few seconds in the race. So yeah, I just got here this morning. Got 5 laps of practice, and
that's all you need, right? It's only 9 turns, right?
Yeah, you start here, you go around the hill, and you come back. What do you need to know?
Well, I wish you the best of luck, dude.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to me.
Yep.
Big V twin, here we go.
Yeah, that's super neat because this guy's Honda, it's probably a little bit more well prepared than ours from back in the day. I mean, he's got rotors. He's got a shock on it, but just like we did back in the day, OEM foot pegs with the rubber on them still.
Looking through the binocs here, it actually looks like rubber.
I mean, look at the bar riser from back in the day, and the clip-ons mounted on top of the triple clamps. I remember hating that. Now this kind of rig is not what I would picture when I think about AHRMA. But it's a healthy rig. I mean, look at this thing. So I'm walking up this big rig right here, and there's a 4 really cool bikes sitting out in front. And then there's this guy. What's your name, dude?
Clint Austin.
Oh, you're Clint Austin.
NOLA Riding Academy.
NOLA Riding Academy. No kidding.
TrackDaz too.
Oh, no kidding.
Down in NOLA. Come take over for me.
Oh man, that's a road. That's a hike. That's a road trip.
It is. It is.
Yeah, because there's so much money in TrackDaz. Nice to meet you, buddy. So, what do you think of Willow here?
Haven't been back since 21. It was my first time here, and relearning the track.
Okay.
So I enjoy it. Weather's amazing.
Yeah.
The track's a little bumpy, but nothing to complain about, really.
Yeah, it seems like a beautiful day for racing here at Willow Springs. You know, there's been a lot of words about this place in the news recently because of the sale that's happened and all that. Like, what do you think about that?
You know, I heard of the sale and just kind of looked at it. I knew we were still racing there, so didn't really pay too much attention. It sounds like the new owners are going to keep racing and the track going, so I mean, that's something to be happy about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it as like an opportunity here, you know, like maybe, I mean, I think this place should absolutely mint money, you know, and it's like an opportunity for the place. I mean, hopefully they'll do some updates and repairs to the place, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, but I do want to say you touched on money, and this is one of the craziest sports where people claim to love it. It's life for them. They want to ride motorcycles all the time, but then they don't want to spend the money.
Oh, 100%.
Spend the money to the people that rent the track, spend the money to the dealerships that support you.
Right.
Go out and spend the money, and then the tracks are going to stay around. But if you don't spend the money, they're not going to stick around. You know?
Dude, I should put that on a t-shirt, honestly.
It's just the way it is, you know.
So do you normally just race AHRMA, or do you race other places?
Yeah, I race WSIR every now and then, just kind of what's around. I started racing AHRMA a couple years ago because it's laid back, it's pretty chill. AHRMA's cool because, as well, you can run a bunch of different bikes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of more of a modern guy.
I've seen a bunch of modern stuff. Yeah. I've seen a bunch of vintage ass 2-strokes. I talked to a guy this morning with an old TZ750. I'm just like, wow, dude, like, it had R6 swing arm and forks though.
Yeah, it's like, wow. Stuff that's really, really built. I just got done racing the last race and racing against that Ducati over there, Gallagher. It's a pretty trick bike. My Ducati was pretty trick. I blew it up this morning.
So you said something about the NOLA Riding Academy. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I'm the owner of NOLA Riding Academy. My foundation is teaching people how to ride because when I got into this at age 36, I was like, man, I was on the street for 18 years, but my first track day was the day I realized I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to share that knowledge with all my new riders. Instead of trying to learn on the street, making one mistake that might be your last mistake.
Oh,
learn on the track. You run off the track. There's runoff area. There's not cars. There's no cross traffic. It's a lot safer, even though it doesn't seem like it's going to be. It's so much safer.
Right.
And then if you're an advanced rider on the track, there's no reason you should cross the street unless you're just doing something.
Dude, preach to the choir, bro. I'm the TrackDaz guy, dude. Same thing. Same thing. 100%.
So, and it's always trying to find new riders. You know, they get into it and then they start to race, and there's no more money for track days. They're building engines and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly trying to fill my leaking pool with new riders.
Yeah, I call it the funnel. I call it the funnel, right? Right on, man. Well, how many more races you got today?
3 more today.
And then tomorrow?
Next race. 4 tomorrow.
3 today and 4 tomorrow. So you got 8 races a weekend.
Yep.
That's
another reason I do this. Get to run a bunch of different bikes, a bunch of different classes. So
well, I wish you the best of luck, man. Thanks for talking to me, bud. So I'm walking around, and I looked at these Moto Guzzi's earlier, but now I'm seeing the dudes that ride them. What's your name, dude?
Rick Reddick.
Rick?
Andrew Gray. Andrew Gray.
Andrew. So you guys are and you're.
I'm Rich Chambers. I announce races at Daytona for AHRMA for the last 30 years.
Okay.
And he's an incredible racer.
And he's got a Tuleris shirt on,
look.
which is epic. Why, yes, you guys are rocket scientists.
Yeah, I met him at Daytona.
Yeah?
When he was there with his Tuleris. Before that, even when he was with his Norton.
Yeah?
Boy, he freaked out the AHRMA folks so bad. That thing was so fast, and they made him tear it down.
Of course.
And he got insulted. He got insulted to the official, and they threw him out for a year.
Oh, nice.
And then he came back and he won the next race, and they tore him down again.
Of course.
But anyway, he's a genius. He invented the lunchbox that's saving Ducati and now KTM. You know what the lunchbox is?
What's the lunchbox?
It's an anti-gravitational mass accumulator. It's like the thing that shakes an earthquake. They got these lead weights on rollers that accumulates the motion that stops it from shaking. Okay?
No kidding.
Yeah, what is it? There's a building in Boston that's got the whole 13th floor has got these sliding lead weights that keep it from swaying. Okay.
Wow.
All right, the guy who mentored Rob Tallui was one of the people who initiated and got that whole thing together. And when Tallui would have a question, he's an astrophysicist, by the way, and so he went and talked out things with this guy and stuff. I interviewed him on my radio show at Daytona. When I announced the radios back in the 90s. And I asked him, I said, well, when you're working on your Polaris late at night, what do you think about asteroids and stars? And he said, why, yes. You know?
Why, yes.
How is it saving KTM and Ducati, though?
Yeah.
Because KTM now has the mass accumulator technology that was licensed to Ducati. Now he is also a genius.
No, but what does it actually do?
On the bike.
Yeah, where is it mounted? Is it that thing that mounts on the back of the swing arm, or is it mounting on under the seat?
Mass accumulator.
Oh, mass accumulator.
They call it mass damper.
He runs a thing called X something in Europe. His first 2 years with Renault, he won championships for them using these tricks with suspension. Okay. Well, a couple of things. First, it was mass accumulators.
Okay.
Right. Then it was tricks with the suspension, which they outlawed. He went to Mercedes, won 2 more world championships with them. First with a hydraulic version of his Formula One leveling, and then they outlawed that and made a mechanical version.
Oh wow.
2,100 moving pieces, I think.
Holy shit.
Right.
2,100 moving pieces.
Well, I don't know if they just hogged out a bushing here and there or what, you know, but something was making it work. But anyway, he's a genius. He's one of my friends.
Wow. That's cool, man. I'm glad I saw the shirt and said something.
I know, me too.
Oh my God, dude. You're giving me gold for YouTube, bro.
Oh, no. Oh, that's YouTube. Well, what you got to do is you got to say,
it's YouTube, bro.
This is part of Time Machine.
Yeah.
From Richard Chambers.
Richard
I
Chambers.
live in Hollywood now.
Okay.
I'm an old announcer. I broke everything but my mouth.
Nice. So you guys racing these Goozy things?
Yeah. Built by Andrew Gray, who's a goddamn genius.
Okay.
He's not inventing a mass accumulator.
No.
He's making Goozies be filling the podium with a load of Goozies.
Yeah. So which one of you guys were on the box? You guys were both on the box.
All 3 of us.
All 3 of it.
Andrew was first, I was second, Mark was third.
Mark was third. Okay. So how are these things? I mean,
when you downshift them, they twist their ass.
Shaft drive?
Yeah, that's why they twist their ass.
Okay. Shaft drive? Nice. Yeah, man.
I raced one of these at Daytona back in '78.
Carburetor on each side?
Oh yeah, big baby.
I mean, this looks like, does this unscrew right here?
It does, yeah. It's a Mikuni.
Mikuni carburetor. Okay. 44 millimeter carburetor. How many speed gearbox is this? 5?
They got screens to keep the birds out.
Wow, man. And how fast are you guys going on these things?
Man, about 135.
And lap time wise?
I don't know. This was doing 145 on the salt.
I know that's almost
38s?
So
anyway, I'll come back.
Yeah, under some 140 on the vintage.
Share for you.
And what year are these?
So technically like a 382. This is modeled after a 76. It looks like a 1976, but it has a later like technology.
Okay.
So it's a bigger.
Did you guys have a scrap at least?
These guys did.
Me and Mark did.
Oh, so you checked out.
I checked out.
Did you send them a postcard at least from the podium? Yeah?
Type race.
You're like, hey guys, the top of the podium's pretty nice. You gonna come join me?
I expected the kettle to be on by the time we got back. But
Yeah?
he still had his helmet on.
You have your cigarette lit, you know, because you guys are vintage guys, right? You gotta have smokes and, no? No, that's the sidecar guys, right?
Right.
Sorry.
They'll never quit smoking.
I know, right?
Yeah, they came in for a beer in between laps.
No, it's Mark's first race on a Guzzi ever, and he's as fast as he's ripping.
And how fast are you going? You going sub 40s?
Yeah. Let me look. I don't remember.
That's not a really confident answer there, buddy.
I don't remember.
Yes, you do. You remember. You're a racer. You know what times you're doing.
Actually, really, honestly. 142.
You're 40. Well, I hope to see you later today. Yeah. Break the 40 zone.
Ed?
Race Ed.
No, I don't.
Ed is a legend.
So, Ed, what's your last name?
Hauser.
Ed Hauser. Nice to meet you, buddy. I'm Dustin Coyner. What are you riding?
The KZ 1000.
Oh, you're riding the old KZ. Yeah. Like this guy, I was actually talking about this guy's bike earlier because he's doing the same stuff that we do, except we do it on a piece of blue tape and he writes it on the tank. His grid position and stuff. And I'm seeing you guys are doing the same thing. Well, you're not, but yeah. So the KZ 1000, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been riding that thing for a while now, so
yeah,
almost 30 years. So
no kidding.
Yeah.
You know, there was a guy that when I first started racing here a million years ago, there was a guy that raced one of those, and his name was Todd. And that guy would do 29s here on that.
That's crazy.
Right?
What's Mark Miller on Kerry Andrews KZ 1000? He's doing 29s, or he's fast. I think he was doing maybe 27s.
No kidding. Yeah, well, Mark Miller is the thriller, dude.
Yeah,
like
well,
he's supposed.
got a lot
The
of
thriller's
experience.
supposed to
But
be
you've
that.
done. What's your best time here?
30 or 31, I think.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you're the guy doing 30s, 31s on the timesheet over there.
Not today, not yet. 35s.
Okay.
We're doing 35s this morning.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was only out there for 2 laps. So.
Yeah. I talked to a guy earlier that said he just came here today. He didn't have practice or nothing yesterday. So, you guys on that same program? Or you here?
No, yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, we need practice.
Right on. Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to me, you guys. I wish you guys luck. Go fast, take chances, hurt feelings, all that. And didn't talk to him, but you know, hopefully you catch up to these guys and don't let him.
There. His first race, he's gonna beat me.
How about that?
The Guzzi mob over here.
A good rabbit to chase.
I got it by 4/10.
Yeah.
We duked it out.
So we got the Moto Guzzi Mafia versus the Cowie guy. Okay.